in 8th grade, there was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, kind of presentation or like just like little word assignment. And I was like, yeah, I want to be a professional gamer. And I thought I was just messing around. Like, it was completely unserious. And you know, like kind of here I am. So it's just kind of funny how things worked out. Halfway through my sophomore year of college, my mom, I think she had like empty nest syndrome, or she just started like missing me a lot. And so she struck a deal with me. She would buy me like a used car. In exchange, I would be commuting instead of living in an apartment as I did the past like 1.5 years of college. And I thought that was great. Like, I wanted a car. It didn't seem that bad, and I can help my mom like do groceries and stuff. 3 days after that, I got a text from Skara. He was like, I'm just gonna cut to the chase, you made it, man. Congrats. I was like, cool. I was like, whoa. I was like, what does this mean? And he was like, well, you need to come in California soon. I got that news the same day tuition was due. And I was so scared of getting like, you know, screwed over. I was panicking the whole time. I was like, what am I gonna do? I ended up just trusting him. I didn't pay tuition. I was like, okay, I guess I'm leaving. And I was so excited. I told my siblings, they were like, they just kind of expected it. My friends were like, yeah, that's kind of typical. Like we knew you were good at games. But when I told my parents, they were very, I wouldn't say disappointed. I think it was worse than disappointed. They were like, they just spurned me. They kind of like berated me a little, and they were very, very unsupportive. And I was like, dang, what am I gonna do? Like, I didn't have the money for a plane. Like, I would have flown there. And I was like, wait a second, I have a car. I can just drive there. In 30 minutes, I packed up. I didn't say bye to my dad. I mean, we're really cool now, so I don't want him to be too hurt. Like, I love you. But yeah, I just said bye to my mom, and that's it. And it was like a 5-second goodbye. I don't think she realized what I was actually doing. I think she was just thought I was either kidding or just going to like the movies or something, because she was very nonchalant about it. That day, I just left at like 4 p.m. and just drove 22 hours straight to Long Beach. I remember my heart just thumping the whole time. It was, man, it was really scary, but it's pretty crazy to just think back on it and like what could have happened and where I am now. I started out as top lane, and actually spring split, I believe I played like really low. I had a lot of people look up to me, even the veterans. Like, I remember Dyrus like asking me for tips in between spring and summer split. The meta kind of shifted towards like tanks. It was like Renekton, Shyvana's. I felt like my attitude towards the role was kind of changing. And it really showed in my performances. Like, I had the most deaths for the summer split of 2013, and that's pretty much practically unacceptable. Like, that's why I stepped down after summer split. I packed up, I was ready to go home, ready to make my drive back to Austin. And then as I was bringing my suitcase up, PewDiePie was just like, I mean, it wasn't just PewDiePie, I guess they really wanted to try me out as support. And I was like, sure, that sounds fun. Playing with PewDiePie was like one of the funniest things I've ever done in my life. Eventually, like, we kind of had like a little bromance scene going on.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
Like, when we're like on, it's like a dance kinda, and he's my tango partner.
Yeah, we're just tangoing around, we're dancing on, and we kill.
Alright, follow my lead, babe. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You know, he was like one of my best friends there, in addition to Skara. Whenever I was considering just taking academic leave and coming to esports, the only reason why I want to do this is I want to get to Worlds. That's like been like one of my biggest dreams of being in esports. And yeah, it sucks that I'm playing in relegation. It's not really a high point, but it's kind of a stepping stone because 3 of my teammates right now are new. Like, they've just started playing professionally, and a stable roster really means a lot. And I'm looking to stay with this roster for a while, and hopefully we can, you know, make it big. So I'm just thankful for like everybody I've met. Thankful for all the experience I've had. I'm doing what I love, and it makes me really happy.